I chose Evergreen Harbour specifically because this world looks very, very similar to a proper British council estate, but all of the lots are missing. Sims team, when are you fixing Evergreen Harbour, please? This is not on. For those of you who are not British, British living rooms are horrendous. This is the typical size and shape of a British living room. Despite our country having a lot of land which is not used, we continue to build these tiny little narrow houses with really awkward shaped rooms, and you can never fit any furniture in any of these rooms, yet we continue to build them that way. And British houses almost always have a fireplace that's bricked over so you can't access it, but they've left the mantelpiece there. So these are the restrictions that we're working with. Look on any property search website, British houses are not built with furniture in mind. You see, old me would have loved the Mrs. Hinch look. Mrs. Hinch is basically the British version of Marie Kondo, and everything is completely grey and white. And this is basically what every single British house looks like. And do you know what? I love it. But I also love a little bit of coziness. This to me is stunning. I absolutely love this grey and white look. It's my favourite look of all time, but it is a little bit 2018. I mean, we could always just start off with the grey and white look and then change it up as we go along. Although I'm not keen on the fireplace, but I want to work with the British restriction of having an obnoxious fireplace ruining the middle of the room. Okay, maybe this one. I do recognise that as my audience, you guys are not really that into build videos. Whenever I do build videos, like they do tank a bit on my channel. I accept that, I do, because not everybody's into it. But these days, I am getting back into building in The Sims 4. It's not something that I started off being into. It's something that I actually got into. Are you ready? I apologise for the trauma dumping. I am about to trauma dump. It is something that I did get into when I was going through a bit of a mental breakdown. When I was living in Japan, I admit, I did go a little bit doolally. And my coping mechanism was to build houses in The Sims 4. And I kid you not, the houses that I built when I was going through that breakdown are the best Sims 4 builds I had ever done. I haven't uploaded any of them on the gallery, and you know what, I probably will never upload them on the gallery, but for what it's worth, guys, I am not the worst builder in The Sims 4. I only just put effort into it when I'm traumatized. Maybe I need to go through an emotional breakdown again, then maybe I'll be a better builder again. Something that I've never ever shared with you all, and probably will never share, is my Sims 4 world save. Over the past couple of years, I've actually been making a world save for The Sims 4. Do you know what, I'm sorry, this fireplace is a little bit big. Can we see if you size it down? It has shadowing issues. As I was saying, I do have a Sims 4 world save. I'm not sure if I will ever really share it online. It's something that I purely just do for fun. I haven't really worked on it much recently, but I've always been the kind of person that likes to design my own worlds. I think most Simmers do, to be fair. Like, I know a lot of other Simmers play games, for example, like City Skylines or Second Life or something, or Planet Coaster. Like, I think we all are creative people. And although The Sims 4 is lacking in the gameplay department, I won't lie, the actual build buy mode is spot on. Oh, see, I absolutely love this rug from Vintage Glamour. It's just too, it's not like, it matches the floor. Can we change the floor tiles just to match it? I just feel like the floor tiles are maybe too grey. I mean, I'm going to change it all up, but just for now. I do despise British properties a lot. Like, I'm trying to move out myself now, and I'm actually looking for a furnished apartment because I cannot be bothered to furnish it myself because I really want to move far away from home, but I don't really have like many possessions where I live anyway. So it's just like, why would I buy loads of stuff when I'm moving out when I could literally just get somewhere that's fully furnished and it's all done for me? But like, all of these furnished places, they're like these tiny cramped flats, but they have these humongous sofas in them and like nothing fits, and like you'd have to squeeze around everything and it just doesn't make any sense. Just like this build. See, what a lot of British people do is they'll get a corner sofa and they'll put the corner sofa somewhere like here, and then they'll put the TV over here on a wall bracket which kind of like comes out diagonally, which is how we deal with our annoying spaces. But I want to try and make it look at least a little bit pretty. See, I love this one, but all of the multicolors are sending me, it's too multicolored. Where's that one that came with the Plumbella pack? You see, this is all right, but I don't like all of the pink stuff all over it. I think for now we're going to go for the Parenthood one and see how we get on. I would also like a little poof or an ottoman, whatever they're called. Although that doesn't look too comfy. We could have this mushroom one by... Oh my god! Inspired Gross by Fanny Fungi. As if the word Fanny exists in The Sims 4. You see, this whole video is a British culture lesson. So in the UK, Fanny has a very different meaning to Fanny in the US. I'll let you take a guess as to what it means. I do like being British because it means on YouTube, because YouTube is quite sensitive about monetization and saying certain things. But, you know, I can say British words that are very, very offensive, but the YouTube algorithms don't recognize it because they work with American English. So I do get some privileges. Although I wouldn't say the size and shape of this room is much of a privilege. You see, I think the sofa has to change. I really love a nice plush sofa, but we don't really have any nice plush ones in The Sims 4. This specific sofa is probably as plush as it's going to get, but it looks like a granny sofa. I just want to have something that I can sink into. Do you know what I mean? Like this, I don't think I could sink into it. I think I'd have to sit on it really strict and upright, and I wouldn't like it. I am also conscious about making things too white and cozy because I'm an extremely clumsy person. I have any white furniture, you can guarantee it will be stained in 5 minutes. And if you couldn't tell by the bedroom, I do really love Christmas. So what I wanted to do was put this little thing here because I thought this space would be nice for a Christmas tree when it's Christmas time. So I'm going to put it here, and then like when it's Christmas time, I'm saying like I'm living in this living room. When it's Christmas time, like I'll imagine like I'd move this back over here just so I could pop a tree in its space. But for now, we don't really have that much room to work with. Do you know what else we do not have in The Sims 4? Curtains that place properly on walls. That's right, this entire video is a bitch about The Sims 4. I mean, it was their own fault. Look at this bloody world, everything's missing. Sort your game out. I think I want some like nice cozy lighting as well. Maybe something along the wall. Although, do you know what we do need? I would just like a picture above the sofa to make it more homely. I wonder if we have any live, laugh, love pictures, then it will be a proper British living room. I actually had a Chinese a couple of weeks ago and I got live, laugh, love on my fortune cookie, which was literally hilarious. Oh, you see, I like that. Is this it? When was this in the base game? This is lovely. I didn't know we had this before. I'm not against having a nice pop of colour, actually. I think this room bloody needs it. Look how grayscale it is. I say, and I choose literally the greyest. The greyest picture for the wall. It's fine. Whatever picture we choose, we can change it. It does feel quite empty to me. Obviously, we got to decorate it, but I'm just thinking of like actual things to put in here. Although, as a person, I really love having empty spaces. Talking about Mrs. Hinch, like if something doesn't spark joy, it's gone. I don't want it. I just don't like it when things take up too much room. Although, I'm just not happy. All right, I'm not happy with the end table. It's too round. What I would like is a poof, but you could use it as an end table. Like a slab like this. What about something like this, but in a different colour swatch? See, something like that is agreeable for me. And now I do believe we are ready to decorate. Although I'm thinking, do we want a mirror in here? A lot of British houses do have mirrors in the living room. Like maybe something I could chuck on the wall like this. Oh, goodbye lamp. Just something to fill the space up a bit nicer. I think that looks all right. I guess the pop of colour we're getting though will come from all of the plants and things we use to decorate. I do love plants and flowers. Do you know what I do hate though? These kinds of plants, they remind me of offices and I hate it. I know a lot of people like to use them in the builds and stuff. It's just not for me. See, I like this, a pop of colour, but also very monotoned. Although, would that look better on here? Maybe size down. I think it does. See, for the see, I don't think we need flowers for the table. Maybe we could just go for something else. I do wish we could expand the build by menu in The Sims 4. I know, technically you can with mods. It's just not the same. I do love these candles that came with the Spa Day pack. Although the swatches are a bit off. Apparently this purple turns to green. This pink turns to orange. I'm not sure what's going on there. If you saw my candle collection, do you know what? I think you cry. I spend, honestly, hundreds of pounds on candles always. I don't know why. It's just something that I really, really love. I like Yankee candles. They're my favourite, but they are a bit expensive. So like I do also like the HomeSense candles as well. Although this has not got nice swatches. It's always the swatches that ruin it for me. I mean, maybe something like this to at least make it a little bit more homely and cluttered. I really just want like a candle jar in The Sims 4. Do you know what I mean? Like just a jar. That would be absolutely perfect, but I don't think we're going to get that. Do you know what else I also really, really want? I want like a tiny Bluetooth speaker in The Sims 4 because we don't have that. Although saying that, I literally say that and I find one. But we do have like all of these humongous hi-fi systems. I have not honestly seen like a hi-fi system since like 2011. I would like something just just a bit smaller. I just feel like we're missing something and I can't put my finger on it. I mean, do we need like a doormat for the outside? Definitely not against this one. That looks quite nice. I just don't like it when it's like too homely, but I also like it when it's homely. Is there something missing? Guys, what's missing? I wish I was doing this live so you can let me know. A Christmas tree. Do you know what? That's what's missing, the Christmas tree. You see, this was my original plan. We pop this thing over here and then we have our nice Christmas tree tucked in the corner there. See, that for me is perfection, but I know some people are not going to be watching this video at Christmas time, so we're going to have to get rid of it, and that breaks my heart. But for what it's worth, do we want to change the door? I would like a grey door, actually. For what it's worth, I think this is as good as we're going to get for Satch. Although, no, it's not. No, it's not, because I would like a painting here. I just want something that's like long but thin, not too thin, like a bit thick. I swear I'm talking about paintings. I am not talking about anything else. I mean, I did live in Japan for a couple of years. I wouldn't mind something a bit Japanesey, but then I need something with a grey or black frame. I just don't think anything is going to fit. You know what they say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. What I eventually would like to do is make an entire little British house that's just for me. So today, I guess we've started off with the living room. If you'd like to see the other rooms, please let me know. I'll pop it on the gallery in case you wanted it. I know you guys are not the most interested in build challenges and things, but I do like to do them every now and then. I do have a couple here, so make sure you check them out if you want to. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.